Hey guys, Jordan Bellinger here. I want to talk about the Amazon Alexa Dot specifically. The Dot is the small one. This is like the second or third generation. You can also buy them that have a little clock in the front. For all I know, this one could have a clock. I unplugged them all, so I don't remember which ones I unplugged, but you can't even see the clock when it's off. Also, when you ask it the weather, it'll pop up with the temperature outside, which is cool. I want to talk about how to set up full home audio with your Alexa Dots. So, these, when they're on sale, I've seen them as low as $22, but typically you can find these anywhere from like $22 to $25 if you just wait a little while and wait for them to go on sale. When they go on sale, buy a bunch of them because they are unbelievable. Now this one, the one with the curved sides, is the one that sounds really good. The one with the clock looks exactly the same. They come in white, they come in black, they come in purple, they come in like a kid's version. I don't know anything about the kid's version, but it has like little colored stripes on it. These are some of the best speakers you can put in your home. Are they the highest quality? No. Are they the most high fidelity? No. Are they the loudest? No. But they're cheap. And they also have Alexa voice assistant in them. I prefer, so there's 3 voice assistants that are popular right now. You have Apple Siri, you have Amazon Alexa, and you have Google. I don't know what it's called. I prefer Alexa. I don't know much about the Google one, but Siri is just a toddler. Siri is still practicing talking. Alexa has come a long way and she's very good and she kind of understands what you're trying to ask her when you ask her questions. Siri still doesn't. Oftentimes Siri will bring up a Google search for me and that's not what I want. I want to know how many inches in a meter or how many, how many teaspoons in a ounce or whatever, something like that. Alexa works so well. Siri, not so much. So when we come to building a smart home, I like having Alexa devices throughout the home that I can call on if I need to or when I want to versus using Siri. But I like everything being Apple because most of our devices are Apple. Our watches, our phones, our computers, our TVs are typically Apple. So these are awesome because they sound at medium or low volumes. They sound really, really good if you have enough of them. So we have a decent sized living room and kitchen and we have 2 of these Dots. We have one in the living room, one in the kitchen. We might put one like in the dining room, which is kind of in between. It's kind of like a one big space. But right now, this is all we need for those 2 rooms or that large room. It's probably 40 by 20 or something like that. 40, probably longer than that. Anyways, it's a pretty big room. We have 2 of these and it cost us less than $50 to have full home audio or have sound in that area. You can also hook them up to Pandora. I know a lot of you like Pandora. I'm sure you can use Spotify as well, but I can say, hey Alexa, play classic rock radio on Pandora. She hears my voice. She knows I'm talking about my Pandora account, not Tiffany's Pandora account, and she will pull up that station on Pandora. And I can say, play that on the Everywhere group. And I have all of my speakers hooked up to the Everywhere group. So whether it's in the garage or in the living room or the kitchen or the study or my living room upstairs or the bedrooms, she goes everywhere. You can also set up groups. Like let's say you just want the first floor. Alexa, play classic rock radio on Pandora on the first floor group. And then she just plays on the first floor group. The reason I like these so much is the barrier to entry is so low. You can get these for like $20, $22 a piece, and you can start building a whole full home audio system with these. In a kitchen, you wouldn't even know where our speaker was. We put one of these on top of our refrigerator and we plug it in the refrigerator plug. You can't even see it, but you can hear it. You can turn the volume up and down as a group. You can turn the volume up or down as the single speaker. So if there's one really close to you and you want it lower, you can do that or higher or whatever. They don't work at really high volumes well, but you don't need them at high volumes. That's not why you want full home audio. You're not going to blare the music in a house for full home audio. You want it as ambient music or ambient sound. I love these things. They are fantastic and we have a bunch of them. So every time they go on sale, we stock up on a few more to fill up our home. Bigger rooms, you could put a couple in. You can put a couple at 2 corners of the room. It helps balance things out a little bit and you're good to go. What else do I like about them? Oh, so they also have a drop-in feature. So if my wife's phone is dead or if she doesn't have it with her and she's at home, I can drop into my Amazon Alexas and say, hey Tiff, call me back on your phone. And she'll go to her phone. Oh, I forgot, or I didn't notice you called me, and she calls me. So, love these things. So set them up. Start with one. Again, the barrier entry is super cheap. Start with one, see if you like it, see if it has good sound, then add a second, add a third, add a fourth, add 10 to cover your home. You can hide them in places like bookshelves. You can hide them behind You can hide them behind lamps. You can hide them on top of your fridge. You can hide them behind your TV. You can hide them a bunch of places. The one thing I did find, if you're hiding it by your TV, then if you hide it by your TV, the problem you'll have is if the TV's on and you're trying to access Alexa, sometimes the sound is so close to these microphones, it won't notice you're asking for Alexa. So that's something to think about. But they're also, you're not pre-wiring them to anything. You're not hooking them up permanently. You're literally hooking up the power cable and plugging it into the wall. And so you can move them all over the place. I've seen people that have them in the corner of the room, on the floor, behind a pot. And you wouldn't even know it was there, but you hear the music. You're like, where's this coming from? They have it hidden behind a pot. I mean, it's just awesome. So, highly recommend these. The other one, this one is the bigger one. I think it's called the Plus. They have a newer version now. I haven't bothered buying them because I don't see the need in them. This is just one that we bought a while back and we kept it. This one is the Amazon Alexa Plus. I think it was one of maybe the second generation. I think they're out with a third. I really don't know. I don't keep track of these as well as some people do. But honestly, this sounds really good. But if you're listening at ambient levels, and ambient levels are pretty loud, like too loud to talk. If you're listening this for full home audio and you want it kind of a background sound when you have people over and things like that, or maybe when you're cleaning the house, you want some fast moving, rock music or something to pep you up, these work great. You really don't need these. Now, if you want a speaker in a room that gets really loud and really pumps in a lot of music, don't go Amazon, go Sonos. Sonos is one of the best sounding speakers you can buy easily. There are smaller speakers that are a little bit bigger than this that sound good. They have their Play 5, I think is what they call it. That one, oh my gosh. I've had one of those in the past. I got rid of it because I didn't really use it that much, but it sounded so good. So if you want something that sounds really good, you want to pump out music, go with Sonos. If not, buy some of these. These are awesome. So I suppose I'm rambling, but that is my Alexa full home audio how-to. They're pretty easy to set up on the app. I don't know if y'all need me to do that. Maybe I can later, show how to do it on a phone, kind of a deal. But that is kind of the gist of this video, is how to set up full home audio and save a bunch of money. To put it in perspective, we were looking at doing, so I wanted to add speakers to my bedroom and my bathroom. And I wanted them to be where you can turn them on separately, or you can turn them on together and you control the volume, all that, and I can control it to like a smart amp or something. That was going to cost, that was easily going to cost over $1,000 for those 2 bedrooms. And that's why we didn't do it, because we're like, this isn't really the house for it, and we're not really sure if we want to do it because that's a lot of money. And then as soon as I saw these go to $22, I'm like, done. These are everywhere now. So, yeah, hope that helps. Hope that gives you kind of a good idea of what is perfectly acceptable for full home audio. And when you move, if you're renting, put these in. Take them with you. They're not part of the house. You don't have to build anything in. If you're renting, do that. And if you own, you can move them to the next property. Anyways, so love these. Amazon Dot, Generation, whatever this one is, Generation 3. It's the only one with the curve. It's the first one that does the curve. You can get it with a clock. You can get it without a clock. It's cheaper without a clock. You probably don't need it for most of them. And that's about it. So my name is Jordan Bellinger. I am with the Bacon Bellinger Real Estate Group at Coldwell Banker Apex in North Texas. I love this smart home stuff. That's why I want to do these videos. And I think they're going to be really useful to a lot of you who want to add these features to the house, but you don't know where to start, or you don't even know if the price is going to make sense for you. So I have a bunch of smart home stuff in my home, so we're kind of building this out from what I have, and I'm learning along the way. So yeah, if there are any real estate needs you have, let us know. We're North Texas only. We have a network of agents all over the world, so if you do need an agent outside of the area, we have awesome agents that go through quite a bit of a process to even get on our list. So that's about it. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know. Otherwise, if you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, click the like button twice. Get that? Comment, subscribe, share the video for somebody that wants to learn a few things about smart homes or real estate or things like that. So thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.